Some big news just before we hopped on here. Mia announced she is not returning to the Real Housewives of Potomac, and because she has moved to Atlanta. I don't think this comes as a big surprise given how the reunion ended.
That's that's it. The truth hurts, I guess.
What are your feelings about Mia exiting the group?
Mia told us as a group, she sent out a text and let us all know her decision a few days ago. So I'm happy for her. I think she really needs to do what's best for her. I know reunions can be tough. And I know that those conversations, being in the hot seat is very hard. I understand that. But I lose a little bit of respect for someone who not only leaves the couch, but leaves the building. I mean, you just got to stand 10 toes in who you are. And if you're not able to do that and you're not in a place to do that, then this just isn't the place for you. So I'm happy she's doing what's best for her.
Season 10, shaping up to be a different kind of season. There's a lot of shifts happening. Mia is out. We won't have Karen, it seems. She is still serving her sentence. What are your hopes for this next chapter of Potomac?
I mean, I love Potomac so much. Having been here for so long and having watched so much transpire, I really just I always look at this as its own organism. And I really do want what's best for the franchise. 10 years of sharing my life with the world and being so vulnerable and open the way that I have. I'm just looking forward to continuing on and showing this next part of my life and where I am. And hopefully, I've been very privileged that I've connected with so many people who are going through similar things. And I'm just hoping that we can continue that sort of relationship and that, Potomac thrive.
Candiace has been dropping what fans think are breadcrumbs that she's returning. How would you feel about her picking a flute back up and rejoining?
Again, I look at Potomac as whatever is best for the show. I think that now Candiace is a mom, and I haven't even gotten to see her baby. So I really want to see the baby. I'm sure it's so chunky and cute. There are elements that I am curious about with Candiace. I'm curious to see if maybe she's matured a little bit since she had kids, because even I know motherhood changed me drastically. So there are certain things that I'm curious about. But again, similar as what I said about Mia, I just think if you're going to come on this platform, you need to be in a headspace that you are able to do it. And, if Candiace feels that she is and whoever else feels that she is, then so be it.
Any Roberta Flack tributes planned? I
got set up. I really did.
I felt all flush with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he found my letters and read each one aloud.
It was so wild. I had mic issues. I didn't know it was going to be a Roberta Flack tribute. I literally was just singing one of her songs. I didn't know they were going to make it a whole in memoriam, official commemoration of the life of Roberta Flack. No one even told me all this was going to happen. So, I know it sent the internet on fire. C'est la vie. But my show was actually very good that I had. So I did that on the Thursday. I had my show on Saturday, and I definitely redeemed myself.
I saw the redemption clip. You did indeed, and that makes sense that you were set up.
We had mic issues, and then they were like, okay, 30 seconds to showtime. And I was like, what? It sounds like I'm singing into sand. You can't hear anything I'm saying. And then, yeah. But, I roll with the punches. I love those guys at Fox, so I had to deal. But it was an interesting few days.
Love Hotel is going to air. Those Google results are going to get pushed down. No one's going to remember.
Thank you, Jesus.
Hello, Miss Ashley Darby.
Hello, hello. My current marital status is divorcing. Now I'm 36 and reestablishing what dating looks like.
Love Hotel is here. Why was this an experience that you wanted to dive headfirst into?
Can we also just say, finally, Love Hotel is here?
Yes.
I feel like it's been a long time coming, and we ladies, especially the four of us, deserve to have love after all of our very public tribulations, okay? But it was the most incredible experience. I just was like, wow, this is everything I've ever wanted to do.
So did you have, and no pun intended here, any reservations about going to the Love Hotel?
Hey. I definitely had a few reservations, mainly just knowing that I was really gonna have to bare my soul in a way that I'm not used to. I really couldn't run away from my feelings. I couldn't run away from anything. I'd have to confront it all. And I was very nervous for that. I was very nervous.
How are you feeling on the other side of that now?
Brice, I'm still very nervous. We filmed it and so much happened. Like in just 3 weeks, the emotional roller coaster that I went on left your girl with some whiplash. I mean, I still don't, I'm nervous to watch it back. This is like such uncharted territory. And I'm really nervous for how it's gonna look, how it's gonna air.
Is there one moment in particular or something you know is gonna make it to TV?
There are a few things. I'm just gonna say that I really maximized my time in the Love Hotel. And even though I tend to be a very traditional person in how I approach dating and relationships, this challenged me to be a little more selfish. And I leaned all the way in.
I'm scared.
I'm honestly torn about who I would choose.
Make a mistake.
You just have to follow your heart.
I've been praying to the love gods, GAWDs, to give me this situation and this show. And here I am, like, I would be doing a disservice to myself and my suitors if I didn't make the most of it.
When we left you on Real Housewives of Potomac, though, you were seeing a guy named Josh.
Are you more dominant or submissive in the bedroom? Dominant. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's like a discuss.
You gotta, he said that's all he's gonna say. I don't know if I see that.
I'm a mystery.
So Josh is a great guy. And when I first started dating Josh, I had already known that I was going to get the opportunity to go on Love Hotel. So I was very explicit with him. And I said, like, we can hang out, but we gotta keep it kind of cash because this is something that I've always really wanted and I'm really going to enjoy the process. And I don't really want to be hindered or held back because I'm thinking about you. We started the relationship knowing that. And then when the time came, I just had to bid him adieu.
What has happened since bidding him adieu? Are we still adieu?
You know, there's been some things brewing. You know, there's a little thing called life after the Love Hotel. And so now I'm living in that too. So there's a lot that's transpired over these last 6-7 months. And yeah, I can't wait to give you the full rundown, but you're gonna have to wait for that.
You walk in at least with a little bit of a support system. Obviously, the Housewives is a sorority in its own, but having Gizelle there, who's your girl, probably made the experience different than what Shannon and Luann were going through.
When Gizelle and I found out we were doing the show together, we both literally yelped. We were so excited to have an opportunity to be with some of my fellow housewives for 3 uninterrupted weeks. No children, obviously no spouses, nothing like that to take our attention and to just sit and drink wine and talk about love. What? That's my fantasy. And sure enough, spending that time in Cabo with those 3 women was the most transformative time for me. And I saw different sides of them. Even Gizelle, who I know really well. I saw different sides of all 3 of them that made me love them even more, truly.
Can I sit down?
Come on over, Jeff. Well, and I have a brother called Jeff.
Jeff? I'm Jerry.
Oh, sorry, I keep
It's
saying
okay.
Jeff.
It's okay.
I was close.
And it was like the olden days when men had to court you and really make their presence known and make their intentions known to you. The men really had to do that, and I loved it, and they really showed up for the task.
Did you walk away with a match?
Well, the final ceremony was very emotional for me. And, I made the decision that I felt was best for me at that time. And it was a doozy. It was a tough week, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
A good tease. So, match or not, what did you walk away from the Love Hotel with? Did you learn anything about yourself?
Oh, I definitely learned how to listen to myself again. And I really feel like I learned how to trust. my own feeling and my own intuition and like not get so bogged down with thinking about who else is gonna think that and what should I be doing. And I really just did what I felt was best for me.
A lot of life has happened since you left the Love Hotel 2. You are now officially divorced. What does that feel like? Okay, it feels good.
You know, it's so weird because I was separated for over 3 years. So I already felt divorced. When the final moment came, of course, like, there's a little bit of like, wow, finality to it. Like, wow, this chapter is really closed. You know, like I knew it was gonna close and it was just a matter of like finally doing it. But then we actually did it and like signed on the dotted line. And I was like, wow, like this is real. But nothing else really changed because I've been living in my house for almost 3 years. You know, I've been dating. It's not like I haven't been getting my thing on. So it was really just a formality, but it does feel like a sense of liberation.
Booty call. Just do a little hump hump, a little hump hump. Did you kiss him yet? But it's not that good.
As we set off on this journey of Love Hotel, what do you think is going to surprise fans about the experience?
Oh, I think fans are going to be surprised by so many things. I've never seen this side of Gizelle. I obviously have never really seen this side of Luann and of Shannon. I think fans are going to get that same opportunity with all 4 of us to really get to see different sides that may even challenge what they think they already know about us. And that's going to be refreshing for a lot of people, just as it was for me.
Season 2, who do you nominate to go on this journey next?
Well, I have a sea of options to choose from. I'm going to say Sutton.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard about some of Sutton's dating experiences while we were in London, and so I'm putting her on his list. I'll say Garcelle because I would love that for her. Gotta get my girl Portia in there for sure. And Stacy. You can even put Stacy from Potomac on that.
Oh God, and then TJ can be one of the suitors and we can just follow that next chapter.
Well, he's a pay to play, so I don't know if we would do that one.
But still I rise, and I'll be all right.
Oh my God.
Maya Angelou, leave Maya Angelou alone. Leave her alone.